Hi, this is Sherry. I'm here at Canyon Lake and I'm doing our weekly reading for our Angel's Whisper, and I want to show you our first totem who just showed up. He's a great blue heron. Do you see him sitting right there on that? I wish that I could slow this boat so that we could get closer to him. I'm going to see if I can turn us just slightly. He's probably going to fly. But what a beauty he is right there. Yes. Okay, so the great blue heron, the message for the great blue heron is, I know we've had him many times, but the great blue heron, he's called the lone hunter. When he flies, he just landed on that dock over there. When he flies, his legs are strong out behind him, his neck forward. It shows self-determination. The fact that he's the tallest of the herons, and the fact that he stands in the water with these spindly legs, but they're strong legs. So it's basically saying that you don't have to have pillars, to stand, but you have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. It talks about determination and self-reliance. Also, it talks about the fact that they're the lone hunter. They have no issues spending time on their own. They don't need a lot of people around them. They are very unique. They don't follow a trade like most people do. They have different, what may look like it's dabbling to others. They have a little bit of this and they're into a little bit of that. It's very unique. They work with their own unique energy. They work with what draws to them, what their priorities are, what their heart calls to them. It looks to other people sometimes as though they're not very grounded, or they're not very secure. They're flighty, or they're a little all over the place. But that's not what it is. They have the ability to make something from what other people may not recognize. If it doesn't work in this way, it'll work in that direction. They're very self-sufficient. They have this, when they hunt, they stand in the tall water. They're very, very patient. Talking about taking the time necessary to bring to them what it is that they're after. And then when they spy a fish, they spear it with their beak very quickly. So it talks about asserting yourself and taking advantage of opportunities when they appear. Great heron people are not taken by what other people in the world may be taken by. They're more connected, as they stand in the water. They stand in the water, but they're connected to all the elements. They've got the earth underneath them when they're standing, but they are in the water, which is the astral and the emotional aspects, but also they're an animal that flies, so they are connected to all of the elements. So it talks about a great blue heron person needs to be exploring all the different aspects of spirituality and other worldliness. Other than what we see in this physical reality, other dimensions, other realities are going to be of great interest to them, and it's important for them to have this in their life and to be with ones that are of like mind. As I said, they don't mind being alone. They prefer not to be in large groups of people. Thanks, Sherry. Great blue heron, jack of all trades. I'm kind of in a very introspective mood after seeing him. It's interesting. I like that. I like that he showed up like that. And I had another totem I was going to talk to you about, but I think I'm going to row and talk to you about the messages. First of all, what I'm going to tell you, I chose to use a deck that I haven't used in a really long time. It's one of my oldest decks, and it's kind of, the messages are very short, so I have quite a few. It's the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So that's the first deck that I'm going to use. And then I had one message that I was supposed to give you from the Ascended Masters. So, I don't know. While I'm here, maybe I can start. I'm not even quite sure how I want to choose the cards. I guess one by one I'll go wherever my higher self says to go. I'm gonna put them down here so I don't destroy them. Okay, so here's our first card. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna hold it over the water this way. Angel Therapy. So what they're saying is, whatever situation is going on in your life right now, have you asked your angels for help with this situation? You know, they can only help you if you ask. Often people are upset and they're crying and they're trying to figure things out, or they're stressed out, but they forget that they need to literally ask the words, help me figure this out, show me the next steps to take. They can only step in and help us if we ask. So if you're in this place right now, they're saying, take a deep breath. This is a great place to do it. Deep cleansing breath, and ask from your heart, please help me with this situation. Please help guide my steps so I know the direction that I'm supposed to take. Please help me so that I hear the messages when they come, and notice the totem animals when they come. You know, I overheard conversations when the perfect words are being said, that the songs that pop onto the radio, I hear the right songs at the right moment, and the words at the right moment, so that I get the messages that you're sending me, because I know that you're sending me messages. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Also, I guess I'll have you guys look around, see if I can spot anything else. Also, they're saying, don't outline, you know, how you need things to get done. Don't tell them how they're supposed to help you. We have a tendency to try and fix things ourselves, and then when we ask for spirit, then we try and continue to fix it. So they're basically saying, don't tell us what to do, just tell us what you need and allow us to bring it to you. They want you to be open to receiving in many different ways, as I said, you know, the animal totems. I wasn't planning on speaking about Great Blue Heron, and there he was beautiful. So there was something that needed to be said for somebody right now, also for myself. What stands out is the lone hunter. When I first got into the, I'm going to digress quickly. When I first got to my dock down there, I have to flip the canoe over, you know, every night, so it's upside down, so it drains out if there's any water in it. So as I flipped it back over, I wasn't really paying attention to anything else. I was just getting myself ready to go out. And when I did it, it went bam down on the ground, and I heard this great yell, and I looked to the right, and there was another giant. He was much bigger than that one, Great Blue Heron, and I startled him, and I said, oh, I scared him, so poor guy. And as he went across the water, he was yelling at me. He was literally calling out as he went across, and I thought, he wants to be alone. So I've disturbed somebody in their aloneness. So is there somebody in your life that needs to be alone right now? They're trying to figure things out. Allow them to do this. Don't believe that this has something to do with you, that this is something that they need. Don't take it personally, and understand that don't disturb their peace. This is where they've gone somewhere. They've gone in, possibly, in order to find that peace. Here is the next totem messenger. He's right there. That's who I was going to talk to you about, because they were diving. It's a seagull. And the seagull teaches you how to soar over the troubles of your life. Teaches you how to just go with the flow and pull back and look at things from a higher perspective. Also teaches you how to float on the waters of your life. Water is emotion. How to float with ease. The seagull also is an animal, as a bird that is between the worlds. So when you call upon the seagull totem when you're wanting to connect with the other side, with spirit. So here we are talking to our angels. We're trying to ask for help and guidance, and we're trying to hear them. So then we need to ask for the totem's energy of the seagull, so that we're able to fly above and see the big picture, see all different kinds of perspectives, not just one, not just our perspective. Is there something that we're missing? Is there something that I need to hear or understand? Or and I got it when that Great Blue Heron went. I was disturbing somebody's peace, so I need to allow this person to figure things out. And it isn't about me, it's about them. So there's a message there. So with seagull, it teaches you how to ask, and then how to work with the energies of between the worlds, between the realms. So that was our other totem messenger. I'm gonna put you guys, like, how am I gonna do this? I don't know if I should just row, or if I should get us off shore a little bit here and let you guys look out into the water. I want to get it straight where I want to go next. Everything is kind of, there's so many cards that it's kind of like difficult for me to put them together. I want to try and put them in the order that it makes the most sense. So, okay, here, I'm back. I'm gonna stay here. I've decided, for now anyway. The next message that we have, wish I could find a. Actually, I could see that this was a nice view for you guys. The next message is life review, and this is Archangel Jeremiah, and he's asking you to take inventory of your life, to resolve or change or heal anything in your life that is unbalanced. So sometimes it takes in, you know, a little bit of courage to look at your life. Sometimes we don't want to see ourselves, the things that we're doing or the not doing. So they're telling you, as you do take a look at your life and review, they're telling you to be compassionate, do it with a sense of humor. You know, don't beat your, this isn't about beating yourself up. This is about positive change. So you're going to take a look at what you've learned, how far you've come, what lessons you've had, you know, what kind of, what lessons are continuing to come to you, how have you changed your perspective, how are things going to be different now. It can be like a, it's all about, we're always moving forward, we're always moving on to the next. So we're going to take our lessons with us and move forward into the next phase of our life. Also, we're going to probably notice patterns that we've had in our life that we have possibly been repeating that have not been for our greatest good. So we're going to change that, or take a look at those patterns and understand maybe why are we repeating these patterns that aren't helping us. What is it that we need to do that's different? So there's that for that card. There's a little loon right there. The loon is speaking to us about paying attention to your dreams. And paying attention to the fact that you're getting messages in your dreams. If you can remember your dreams, it's very, very important. If you can remember anything of your dreams, even if to you it doesn't make sense, and if you need help with them, everything that happens in a dream does mean something. Write it down, and there are messages coming for you in your dreams. Also, it says you can trust in your dreams. That's a hard one for a lot of people is, you know, we do get messages and signs, and sometimes that's all we get. Sometimes we don't have things in actual reality happening. We're getting messages and signs and confirmation from spirit, but it's about what we're dreaming of, and they're saying you can trust it. So they're telling you, trust in it, you know, have faith in what you're getting. Okay, the next message that we're getting is career transition. So this is Archangel Shamuel. He helps you with relationships as well. And it says your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So those of you who may have been asking for help as far as your career transitions, they're saying it's occurring now. And sometimes when we're going through something, you know, we ask for something, we know that something needs to change, and Spirit is definitely showing us that something needs to change. But it can be stressful to go through it. Any change is stressful. You know, it can be very, very stressful. So they're saying, you know, call upon, here, I'm going to let you look at these guys, see if anybody dives. Call upon Archangel Shamuel to help you go through this this time that might be stressful to you, to clear out the old from your life and make way for the new. They're telling you, again, as far as like the little loon was saying, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to things that come to you. What ideas that come to you? What's coming to you? What keeps coming up? Because it's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep being brought to you by your higher self. Sorry, the shades. I'm into the sun. I don't know. I'm feeling like blinded. It's going to come to you in all different ways. So they're saying pay attention to dreams, to ideas, thoughts, repetitive messages. Do pay attention, because that is what Spirit is guiding you. They're showing you and pointing you along the way, along your desired path. And there's a giant feather out there. I want to go get it. I'm going to row us over there. It's really big. From here it looks really big, so I need to get it. It'll be a message for me when I can figure out what bird it is. So you can get messages that way. And it's funny, you know, with the animal totems and the messengers, even just a feather. If you get a feather from a certain bird and you look it up, the message will be in there for you for what you're going through. It's incredible how nature is one of the most amazing ways that Spirit helps us. So that's it for the career transition. I'm going to put that one away. And I'm going to, okay, I put that one away. Here, I'll let you guys look while I figure out what the next one is. Where do I go to now? What would be good for us? Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Alrighty, just a sec, sorry, it's probably, you guys are probably just looking at a sheet of glass. Okay, here we go. The next one is prioritize. And this is Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron comes with and shows visions of shapes and symbols. He's come to me before in my dreams. He says, focus on your highest priorities and I will help you get organized and motivated. So what is it that is calling your heart? What is it that makes your heart sing? What is it that is your calling, that you want? You need to put your focus on that. You need to, if there's anything that you need to do to take charge of your schedule and spend more time on the projects that you love, that make your heart sing, and ask Archangel Metatron to help you organize, help you prioritize. You know, if you need to set aside some special time to work on what it is that is calling you, then you need to do that. And if you need help in arranging your schedule, you ask for that. There's one of the birds that's calling, and I can't figure out where it's coming from. But they're saying that you need to definitely spend more time on the projects and the activities that are close to your heart, that the things that you are loving. Oh, it was that little lunar that was speaking. Pay attention to your dreams. That's what he's saying. So what is it that you love? What makes you happy? Focus on that. Because this is your life's mission. Whatever it is that is our passion, that's our path. That's our soul's path. So we're being asked to focus on that and put our attention on that. And when wherever where attention goes, when energy flows. So keep your thoughts focused on your desired intention, your targeted intention, whatever it may be. Relationship, work, spiritual path. But it's all about your spiritual path anyway. This is what we're supposed to be following our heart and moving in that direction. So I'm gonna put you guys here because I'm gonna take us out. Get offshore because we're on the rocks. And I'm gonna get us out because I want that feather before it goes away. And the next, let's see, while we're going out here, what can I speak to you about so I don't waste our time? Here, I'll give you another card to look at while we're rowing. And the card is relationship harmony. Yay! This is Archangel Raguel. And they're saying, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are now being resolved. Right on. So, what's going on? Has there been a miscommunication between you and somebody else? Has there been an argument that needs to be resolved? Is it time to make peace with somebody? Is it time to speak? Have you not been speaking to somebody? Is it time for you to reach out? Oh, this little bee. I need to get him. I need to get him. I'm sorry, because he is Sweet Victory. And he's drowning. So how do I do that? I've got so many things that I'm being called to do right now. Okay, how do I get that bee? I know I can't save everyone, but he's really trying. Bee totem. When I get him, I'll give you his message. All I want is that feather, and I'm being taken in other directions. So what does that mean? Sometimes we want to go in a certain way, and we're meant to go somewhere else. Come on. Come on. Oh. I'm sorry. You guys are going to laugh at me. I almost dumped us in the water. I got really close to him, though, so hold on. I'm not giving up. I'm very, very determined to get what I want. Oh, come on. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to get this bee. That's the last thing I do. Come on, baby. I got him. I got him. Okay, so there you go, babe. Okay, so I'm going to tell you. B speaks about Sweet Victory. There he is down there. He's bedraggled. He's gone under his emotional water. So something has emotionally gotten to us to the point where we're feeling like we're drowning. But somebody's going to come along and help us. So that's the angels. That's what we were just told, right? We were just told, whatever issue's going on, ask the angels to help and somebody will be there. We just got relationship harmony, and it talked about they're going to help us with here, I'm going to do this. They're going to help us with working with everybody involved, cooperating, whatever it is that we need to do to get things back together with whatever this relationship issue is that we're having. They're bringing peace about this situation, and what they're saying to us as well is it's important for us sometimes. Here, I gotta my card got wet. It's important for us to understand that sometimes things change, and changes are necessary, and they make the situation uncomfortable, and they make things difficult for a time. But sometimes that has to happen when there's in need of healing. So They're saying that this is the time that's been going on. So if there's any aspect of any relationship that you need help from the angels, help in healing, help in communicating, are there words that you need to figure out how to say? Maybe you don't have the right words. Maybe you're not quite sure what to say to them. You know that it's time to make a move, but you're not quite sure how to say it. So they're going to help you in aspects in regards to that. Now, when I went along here, cruising along, I lost that giant feather when I went to save the bee. So what was that message? Here we got waves rolling in. What was that message then? What does that mean to you guys? How beautiful is this? Focus on what is your priority. What's your priority? I kind of liked that. It was pretty. I wanted that feather. But what was more important? More important was helping the person that was suffering. Well, the little bug that was suffering. And to me, that was the most important thing. So I wonder if I've lost the feather or if I'll look around and I'll see it again. But that was my priority, and I focused upon that, and I got what I wanted, which was helping the little animal that needed it. And that meant the message with bee totem. It's interesting that the two main messages for bee are get busy and get the honey, because that was a worker bee. He's right down there. Get busy and get the honey. And the next message is sweet victory. So it talks about go after what you want. It's not going to just come to you. You're going to have to work for it, but it's going to be worth it, and you're going to be victorious, is what it says. He's upside down. I got to flip him over. I don't want to hurt him. There you go. There you go, bug. There you go, little bee. I don't know if he's going to make it, but I tried. Okay. I don't know where I don't know where my feather went. That boat came flying along and it kind of got washed away. But so we're gonna go to the next message. We did prioritize, we did relationship harmony. What else do we have? While you guys look around, I'll look and see what comes up next. Let's see. Here's one. Ooh, overcoming difficulties. We see this angel, and there's light up above, and there's a big mountain, and there's chaos of swirling dark storms. So we've come through a difficult time. It's back there. And this is Archangel Jeremiah. And Archangel Jeremiah is saying the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Right on. So the challenges that you faced, here's these mountains in the dark time, that's fading away, that's going behind. And they're saying that, you know, the challenges that you faced, we were just talking about this the other day, a friend and I, about how challenges, as you're going through them, they're horrible, but they make you strong. You know, once you have conquered a certain area, or you know, like you were talking about changing patterns, repeating, you know, repetitive patterns that weren't helpful for you, and we were talking about once you've understood that and you've accomplished it and you've overcome that challenge, you don't get that same challenge again, but it's made you much stronger. So it's talking about, you know, it's taught you lessons, and instead of getting bitter, they're telling you keep your heart open, because as you keep your heart open with compassion, you'll remember what you've been through. You've been through all of this. So now when others are in your life are going through situations that are very, very difficult, maybe you'll have more of a compassionate attitude because you know what it was like. You've been there too. Maybe not in the exact same instance, but you understand, and you have more of an understanding, a softer, a more gentle approach. Maybe you can, you'll be more patient with people. It helps. It's like me, you know, I've been through so much in my life, and I look back and I understand why, because as a teacher, it's, I cannot just be compassionate, I cannot just empathize with people, but I can actually say, I understand, you know, and sometimes because people do things that we wouldn't wish for them to do, but when you look at the circumstances, you understand what they're going through, and you're able to extend that compassion. So, let's see, let's look around. I want to see if my feather's anywhere. What else are they saying? Also, when you're paying attention to what you've already been through, and you're looking, you know, at the fact that you've been through these situations and you felt that way too, so you've kind of letting go of that victim mode. You know, you're not a victim. You know, you've been there, you've dealt with it, you're facing it. Sometimes rough stuff's got to be faced, but it's not like a self-pity thing in a victim mode. This is about understanding that they were lessons, and these were things that were causing you to grow strong. and you are able to look at things, continue to look at things with a higher spiritual understanding. You've been able to stay positive, and you're able to now teach somebody else this by your own example. So that's that message. I'm going to go to... thought that boat would move, but they're not. So the next message is take your power back. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So they're basically saying, remember who you are. Now's the time to summon, you're a spirit creature. We are spirit beings. We came from spirit before we came here. We are still, even though we're inhabiting these human suits, we still are connected spiritually. We are still spiritual beings. We have to remember that. Remember the power that we have and the connection that we have to spirit, and that we have power available to us. We're able to manifest. We are major manifestors. It's a time to summon up this authority that we have and call it into action. We're talking about lovingly but firmly taking your intentions into reality, and focusing like we got before. Focus your intention on what it is that you wish to bring about, and recognize that you do that. This is what I want. You envision it, you see it, you hold positive thoughts, you keep your focused intention on that, and then you manifest it. And you manifest it by putting it out there, being solid, trusting in it, but allowing spirit to bring it and letting it grow and come on its own. You don't sit there and doubt and worry and stress over it. You just keep focused. That's coming, it's coming. I know it's going to work out. I know things are going to be coming as they're meant to. I trust. So that's what we're going to do. And you can ask prayers and ask for guidance and signs so that we can manifest what it is that we're looking for, and manifest it to our best ability in the highest possible way for our path. So then there's that message. Let me see. I'm going to give you, this is a good one. It's awesome because it goes along with my bee. There's my bee. He's drying out down there. See him? He's drying his wings. And the message we get is victory, haha, which is the bee's message. So that's pretty cool. And this is Archangel Sandalphon, and he says, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So they're saying you deserve this victory. You've worked hard. You have been unwavering in your dedication and your focus. You've remained determined. You've been faithful. You've trusted. Your heart has solidly been holding on to what you've been shown by Spirit to be happening, and now victory is yours. That's what they're saying. Victory is coming to you. So they're telling you that the peaceful, there's going to be a blissful manifestation of what it is that we've been focused on, and there's going to be a peaceful, pleasant feeling that's going to overcome the entire situation. And they're telling you that your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So we've been taken care of. Spirit's got us. He's got our back. They've got our back. We're not alone. We need to feel good about who we are, and know that our success is benefiting others. What we're asking for, because what we're asking for is what is in our highest good, right? We're asking what is in our highest good as far as our spiritual path. And when we ask that way, what is in everyone's highest good? So when we ask, that's why we have to prioritize and make sure that about what we're asking for. Is this in my highest good? Is this in the highest good of everyone involved? And then you ask for that, because when you call that in, that's what Spirit wants, is what's in everyone's highest good. So they're telling us that this has been answered and it's come to us. I had a dream the other night. I went to sleep, and I haven't been dreaming. I haven't been sleeping. So finally, I've been able to get myself to sleep, but I wasn't able to remember my dreams, which is difficult for me since my dreams are prophetic. So, and they show me, what's coming next. So I've been kind of frustrated. It's kind of like what do you want, sleep or dreams? And I want both. But Spirit made sure that I got sleep for a few nights, and I had no dreams. And I said, okay, I've had some sleep, and I'm rested now. And that was Spirit's way also of telling me to take time off of my busy mind, working and trying to figure things out. Also in allowing them to do something and not being the person who has to do everything herself. Just like I just said to you, everything I say to you is a message definitely for me. So when we ask Spirit to help us, we got to let them help us. So I was kicked out of my dream state where I try and figure things out all night in my dreams, because my dreams are working dreams. I don't really sleep that deeply because I'm in a very lucid dream state. So anyway, I go to sleep, and I said, all right, I've rested now for several days, and I would like to have my dreams come back, please. And I had asked for specific things. I said, I need clarification. I just need to know. If you don't want to give me all the details, that's fine, but I need to know that the direction that I'm heading in is still the right direction, and I need to have some kind of a time frame. Is it years, or is it very as soon as I'm being shown? Because I realize that in spirit has a different, they don't have the same view of time. They don't have time like we do. Soon to spirit could be a year. Soon to me is tomorrow. So I needed to have, I said I need to have specific time frame in my human mind. So show me. So I go to sleep, and I had dreams, and I really didn't remember them, but upon waking, I had a waking vision, which is interesting because that was one of the things I asked Spirit for. I said I want to kind of like open up my gifts. Hold on, I'm gonna hold this here because I think we were just brought to my feather. So the gifts that I said I know that gifts are coming, and I wanted to open up new gifts, and the gifts were automatic writing is what I want to work on. But I said I also want to see. You know, I have these. Thank you. Lovely. I have these awesome dreams, but I'm not sure until they happen, are they prophetic or are they symbolic? And I said, I would like to see. I wish, because I'm having such a difficult time sleeping, that kind of gave me an idea that maybe this is what Spirit was trying to show me, was that I wanted to have waking visions. I said, I would like to be awake. I don't want to have to rely on my messages that I'm getting in my dream state, because it's interrupting my sleep. So is there a way that I'm able to see? So literally, I opened my eyes, and it was the strangest thing, because my eyes were open. I had awakened, and I looked up, and it was dark, and I just saw all of these eyes, a whole bunch of eyes, and I heard, we're listening. We heard you, we're all here. So that's what I was saying was, somebody on my line, meaning my higher self, higher guides, whatever, you need to get it together and let me know what's going on. So they were basically saying, we're here, we're backing you up. And I saw I saw the vision with my eyes open. And then I heard a specific time. I was told, the time is almost upon you. You need to be a little bit more patient, but the time is almost here. And I thought, okay. That's all I needed, right? So I asked for that and I got it. So we can ask Spirit for opening. That was my path. What I get helps others. If I can have waking visions where I can work and get messages from Spirit, then I can sleep properly and I can be of more use to other people. So there's that. Okay. We're kind of like just floating along, which is really cool. This is a different view here. So the next message, how many more do we have? We've got a lot here. Ooh, this one's nice. Okay. So this is Beloved One, Archangel Chamuel. I told you Archangel Chamuel is also the one that works with helping, we've had him a couple times. He works with healing relationships. And he says, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And they're saying that love is in and around you right now. There is, you don't need to look for it. You don't need to search for it. You just need to hold loving thoughts. And as you hold loving thoughts and you keep your vibration high, you draw to you that energy, that same loving energy. There's a dove. Dove talks about relationship harmony and love and soulmate relationships. So there's a message, peace. Peace keeps coming to me. We're going into a peaceful time. We're going into a time of relationship harmony where stressful situations are being resolved and misunderstandings are being straightened out. And now we're seeing, getting help with our soulmate relationship. So again, we've got emphasis again upon this. So they're saying, call upon Archangel Chamuel with help with your soulmate relationship or your love relationships or manifesting and attracting love of all types into your life. Call upon him. Talk to him regularly. He can help you and manifest wonderful relationships. But the first thing that you need to do in order to draw love into a relationship for you is for you to learn to love yourself and recognize that you are worthy of this love. And you don't give all of your energy out to someone else. You need to fill yourself. So I say to Spirit, fill me, fill my entire being with peaceful, loving, positive, vibrant energy. I'm asking for it for me, to fill my body. And I said, I want to feel it through every cell in my body. And I start to I used to feel it when I first began asking. I used to feel it in my sacral chakra. And then it moved to my solar plexus. And now it kind of starts swirling in my heart. And it's been coming out my throat chakra. I've been feeling it. So when I ask, please fill me with this peaceful, loving, positive, happy, excited, forward-looking, risk-taking, adventurous energy. Fill me with that energy. I want to feel it. Let me feel it. And then I sit with it. And as I start to feel it swirling in my body, then I'm able to share it. Then I'll say, I'm going to share this with you. And then I'll send it to somebody and I'll say, I would like to connect with you and I'm sending this to you. And let me know. I want you to know that it's coming from me. Please I want you to feel it coming from me. And if you feel it coming from me and we're connecting, and this is good and right, I want to feel it back. So this is kind of like a way where you're not stepping on, stepping into somebody else's personal energy. You're asking, if this is something that you wish to share with me and I am connecting with you, let me feel it back. And if you do feel it back, that means that you're both mutually sharing this energy, so you're not depleting yourself. You're, because a lot of times people say, I'll send you, people ask for love and light. They ask for energy. Would you send me Reiki? Would you send me this? Would you send me that? And a lot of people are doing a lot of work, and I do it a lot, and I'm a teacher, and I do this 24/7, 7 days a week. So I was constantly giving my energy out, and I was depleting myself. So I learned this, that what I need to do is share it. And so when you share it, I send it to you, you send it back to me, and it's circulating, and that way we're healing each other. You're feeling me back up again, I'm feeling you back up again. But first we need to ask for our Creator, our Father, to fill us with that. So these are the feelings of, you need to have self-love. If you're feeling insecure about yourself, if you're feeling unloving or saying unloving thoughts towards yourself, how are you going to be sending out loving energy to somebody else? You're just constantly depleting yourself and you're taking yourself down. So you can't do that. I'm gonna look around. My eyes are blind looking into the sun that direction. I wonder if this way's a better. Oh, it's so peaceful. So the next message, this is our last message. And I'd like to turn us. I'm going to hold you like this again while I spin us. It's really, really peaceful. Maybe I will go over to the tunnel. I wasn't going to go over to the tunnel today because I got out kind of late and I thought that by the time I get there, it's going to get so windy I won't be able to come back, but I have been able to just kind of cruise around with you guys out here. Okay, I'm going to turn us this way just for this last message. Okay. Just because my eyes are becoming blind looking into the light. I'm staring into the light. Okay, here's our message. Peace offering. See, again, we got another message for peace offering. I love this. Remember, we're relationship harmony, and I told you peace was coming. I love that. Peace, the word peace is what I want, and it's coming in for us. Oh, look at the waves. Yay! Things are moving. There's movement. Love that. Love that message. Okay. So peace offering, they're saying that this is resolution of an argument or misunderstanding. Right on, because we already got that before. Is there something that you need to speak to another about? Do you need help with finding the right words? And they're saying there is help. This is what's happening. They actually show the resolution of this a misunderstanding or the argument or whatever that's placed a distance between you. It talks about ones are ready to forgive, they're ready to forget, they're ready to be open. They're saying remain open to the other person's point of view. This is also about the compassion that we were talking about before. Remember, to pay attention to what maybe somebody else might have been going through in their life, and it's not just all about you. There's other things that have been happening. So they're saying have a compassionate, open-hearted view to the other person's, seeing the other person's side. And they're talking about how love's healing power. It's love's healing energy, that energy that you're sharing between you, the love that you've been sharing. This is what's healing everyone, and their needs are being harmoniously healed. And what they're saying is, leave the details, as we got before, leave the details about how this gets done, how it's getting worked out, to Spirit. This is a really good message for me because I'm constantly trying to figure things out. That's why I don't sleep. And sometimes we're not supposed to know. It's interesting, as I was coming down to do this reading, the fellow whose dock I get I borrow the canoe from. Sorry, the light's all weird. Maybe I should turn us back the other way. Or maybe I should just let you look at the lake because it's so pretty. Yeah, let's just have you look at the lake. What was he saying to me? He says, be careful about walking down this ramp. He said, I don't want anybody to trip. What was he saying? He goes, it wasn't ready. Something wasn't ready. oh, am I not going to remember it, because it had totally had to, I listened to what he was saying and I thought, wow, that's a message for me. It was about timing. He was talking about something wasn't, he didn't recognize it. He didn't see it. It was something that wasn't done. He thought it should have been done a certain way at a certain time, but it wasn't being done that way. I know that I'm kind of probably not making a lot of sense, but what he was saying was, he didn't see it. He didn't understand it. And now he does. He goes, it looked as though nothing was happening. It looked as though I wasn't going to be able to get what I needed done. And he goes, and now I realized that it was about timing. Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. He was talking about the game. He was fixing his dock, and he was talking about that at first. And then he started talking to me about the game that he was watching, Minnesota. And I said, he goes, they won. We won. And I said, what are you talking about? You act like that surprises you. I said, didn't you watch it? And he said, no, I'm not allowed to watch it. And I said, why? And he goes, because I jinx it. And I said, what? And he goes, I have to wait to get a text message. I'm not allowed to know what's going on behind the scenes. He goes, because my energy gets in the way. Sometimes I'll get my negative energy in the way, and he goes, I jinx it. So he goes, I'm not allowed to watch the game. He goes, I've got to allow things just to be done, and then I have to wait for an email or a text from somebody else to tell me what the outcome was. And I thought, oh my gosh. And I looked at him and I said, that's a message for me. That's a message for me. I have to wait. Remember I said when I asked Spirit, I needed to know what's going on. I need what's happening. I need a time frame. And they were saying, be patient. It's coming. You just need to be patient. And I needed to wait. I wasn't allowed to know. And remember, my prophetic dreams have been stopped because maybe my head would get into the way, or maybe my energy would get into the way. I'm very strong. I'm a strong manifester. My friend said this to me the other day, and she said, Sherry, maybe you're being kept out of it because your energy is so strong and your manifestation abilities are so strong that you might have interfered if you saw what was going down, and it was something that was, to you, looked like it was hurting the other person. Your energy might want to stop it, and so you're being kept out of the loop, and because it has to play out. Everybody has their lessons. A lot of times we love people and we don't want them to suffer, and we don't want them to go through difficult things. But sometimes they have to go through difficult things. Remember, we got that about the challenges. Sometimes challenges happen. They're lessons that we need to learn. They've made us stronger. And once we've learned that, sometimes these challenges come along. We were talking about career transition, right? Remember about how things are moving now. And maybe somebody has to lose a job in order to follow the path that they're meant to be on. Or maybe somebody has to lose a relationship, or maybe somebody has to go through something that to me would look like, I don't want that to happen to them. I don't want them to suffer. I want them to be, taken care of. And so my energy, I would put that on there. And so I'm being kept away from it. So when he said that, as I was rowing out, I thought that's exactly what's happening to me. Spirit has already told me it's being taken care of. Don't worry. Don't worry about trying to figure it out. Just like we got right now. Don't worry about how this resolution is coming together. We're taking care of it. Just trust that it's coming to you. So that's that message. I think that's all of our messages. And I didn't get us anywhere near my feather. I went around in a big circle because I saw a couple more bees. But so I think I'm going to wrap it up with you guys for today, so I can kind of row around and enjoy my day. That's one of the things I meant to do, and I encourage you guys that if you're able to get outside and be in nature, it's absolutely the most healing place that you can be. It'll help you sort your head out. If you're concerned about anything, if you're stressed, struggling or stressful about anything in your life, this is a place to shake it off. Get out in nature. Also, if you're trying to talk to your angels or talk to your Father, when you're on water is the greatest conductor. It's for source, and so water. For me, it's amazing. This is a really good place to be in communication with Spirit. As I said, as we watched the seagulls flying above, this is the realm, between worlds, and so being out here with them is a place where I can ask Spirit. It helps me think. That's why I like to do these readings outside here. It does. It brings everything together. It's funny because when I started to tell you about the message that my friend that owns the dock with this, sorry, my nose ring's coming out, that owns this canoe, the message that he gave me, that was crazy. It was like, it's exactly what I needed. Totally what I needed to hear. Little Miss Aries Pants that has to do everything and figure it all out. Do we feel as though things won't get done if we don't have an impact, if we don't personally do something, if we don't make a move, if we don't do this, or if we aren't, do we feel that Spirit needs us? Because they actually really don't. They need us to help others and keep our vibration high, and that's what lifts and heals the planet with love. But as far as getting things done, when they say, when we turn something over to them and we say we need your help, and we've handed it over to them and they say we're taking care of this now, they don't need us to step in. They don't need our help. We don't, it's not always important for us to say or do something. Sometimes we just need to step back and allow. So that was the message. Okay, so if you'd like to follow me, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Google+, I'm on Angels Whisper Sherry Columbus and Sherry Columbus Angels Whisper. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com if you would like help. I want you to watch this because this is fun. Oh, he just went down. He was flipping on his wakeboard. I wanted you guys to see it. If you would like help with dream analysis, if you would like a reading, if you would like personal life coaching, I've been doing a lot of that. Long distance Reiki healing. Also, that's one thing I'm gonna put a plug in. Reiki will help any situation. Reiki can be sent to a person. Here's our seagulls. It's so beautiful right now. Reiki can be sent to a person as far as healing, but it can also be sent to a situation. It's very, very powerful. Reiki can do when you can't do for another. So if you are concerned with somebody and they are in your heart, energetically, I'm not able to personally, physically do for the one that I'm worried about or love, but I can send Reiki. And what Reiki does is it knows where to go. It knows where it's needed. I'll let you watch this with the wakeboard. Oh, they're on an air chair. Very cool. Let's see if he does anything fun for you guys. So Reiki, it can help a situation, and we don't have to tell it where to go, just like we don't tell Spirit where to send the help. Reiki will take it. Isn't that cool? It'll take it to wherever they need it. Yay! Up in the air. What a fun day. Fun day, you guys. This is for you guys, too. I hope you enjoy doing this as much as I do. Thank you so much for coming, and you guys have a fabulous day. I am heading that way. Here comes the waves. You guys are going for a ride. Whoa! Yay! Blessings.